Betsadek, a community of justice. We were live, and what happened, we was taking off live, and YouTube said that this video has been removed for violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying. Betsadek, a community of justice. So we are harassing and bullying by speaking against racism. Speaking against racism is harassment and bullying. And the video was taking the live video was taken off, was completely taken off of YouTube. It was interrupted and taken off of YouTube. So thanks YouTube, and thanks to anyone who reported it. What's there to report? We showed you all the sources, and I will show you all the sources, and I'll show you all the sources that we used. Our first source is the Tanakh. All right, that's our first source. Then we have the New Testament in Greek. I have the complete Jewish Bible. Okay. And then we have the book called The Good News of Justice. We used the National Sunday Law book. I used Miles Monroe book called the it's not showing. Okay, it's called Kingdom Principles, Blue Laws and Black Codes. That's another book that I used. So, okay, that's harassment and bullying. One Church, Many Tribes by Richard Twist. That's another book that I used. That was bullying. Living in the Shadow of the Cross by Paul Kivel. That was bullying. The United Independent Compensatory Code System Concept. All right, that was bullying by Neely Fuller. So that was bullying. All right, and then we have here this book called Witnessing Whiteness, Confronting White Supremacy in the American Church by Christopher Norris. And this is by Oxford University Press. So I guess that was bullying. That was bullying. This book was bullying. Even though we gave you the quote, we gave you the sources. So these are the sources that we used. Another source that we used was Revelation, Slavery in Americans Dragonheart by Kevin M. Burton, a historian. This was published through Digital Commons at Andrews University. And this is what we used. Those are the sources that we used. All right, along with the PowerPoint. And we played a video from that was produced from Fearless Wandering Productions and two more. The name of the video was "What is Christian Nationalism?" So it's very important. It's very important for us to understand these things. It's very important. So we need to understand what was going on. So I'm just showing you that the video was taken off. The video was taken off due to the policy on harassment and bullying. And we were simply preaching the good news of tzedek, which is justice, which is helping people. And we was preaching against harassment, against bullying, against non-justice. All right. And so we just wanted to make people understand what was going on. And here's the video here. This is the video that was taken off. So if I get out of this screen, what will happen? It will permanently delete. But on my laptop and on different sources, I see that they already took it off. So this is the video that they had to take off a live stream. Here it is. They were the new Israel. So they superseded. They replaced God's Israel. When they are indeed the Antichrist, the beast, the papal system of white supremacy, the Roman Catholic Church, Christianity itself. Crucially, then, white supremacy was not and all white people benefit from it, but Ellen G. White spoke against white supremacy, racism, and if you need proof, that's in the book Southern Work. The Southern Work. There we referenced Southern Work. We gave you the sources. We talked about it. We gave you all the different information. So we were citing references. We're not just talking. We're giving you references. We're talking about things that happened. We're giving you the dates. We're telling you to look into it. We looked at the book National Sunday Law. National Sunday Law. Let me show you the video where and this is when Stephen
various means promoting heavenly life. So that's how the two institutions work. But I should say though that how the state does that is based upon the circumstances on the ground. Living and understands itself to be a Christian people, that they say we the people are a Christian, is just family worship or some kind of family Christian instruction. They have those social aspects, but then there's also the legal aspects as well, that there would be a day of rest, that there'd be Sabbath day. I think that's the most fundamental, the first law
listen
that our country should bring back.
So listen to the bullying and harassment
levels should be a Sunday. Now, did
you all hear that? That's the first law that he said that should come that should come back. A Sunday blue law. Now, so that is harassment and bullying. And this is why a lot of people shy away from preaching the three angels messages, because they don't want to offend, they don't want to get reported, they don't want to lose their job, they don't want to lose their life. But just like we talked about earlier, we have nothing to fear but sin. We have nothing to fear. We're supposed to fear God, not fear no system. Not fear no system. All of this garbage on YouTube, profanity, nudity, non-constructive things, lies, deceptions, and crimes, showcasing immorality. And here I am giving you all the sources of the research that has been done. The research that has been done. And now this is the research that has been done. The research that has been done, right? And now this is but now it's canceled. Now it's it's hate speech, it's harassment, it's bullying. It's bullying. So we just wanted to give you an update on this is Betsadek, just to let you know what happened as they took the video down. The reason why this video is still here is because I didn't go off of it. Now, once I go off of it, it will be gone too, because it's gone from my laptop, it's gone from my other phones, and other people who are watching, they text me and say, hold on, it's off the air, it's not live, and it says because of bullying and harassment. So you could rewatch it to see if I was bullying and harassing people. He's talking about what is white Christian nationalism. So it's not like he's talking about something, another story, and I'm just putting it together. And then he said that's the first law that should come. All right? Listen carefully.
And that should be to restrict ordinary commerce so that people would be encouraged to attend church. That's first step legally.
And what did he say? He said legally. What did he say? Legally. He said that's the first step legally. That's the mark of the beast. He described what? The mark of the beast. The mark of the beast. Once it gets, I need you all to pay attention. Once when it gets to the federal level. Yes, the national level. It will be the mark of the beast. Sunday worship. See, they want everyone to get the mark of the beast. To keep that in mind. So he literally, that's why they're threatened by it. He literally just, so when Sunday sacredness, Sunday worship is imposed by law and it's written into law, that's when it will become the mark of the beast. They don't want people to know that. If you want to learn about white Christian nationalism, just read this book called The Religion of Whiteness. It talks about how white Christian nationalism, what's embedded into it is white supremacy. It's different from patriotism. Patriotism is different from nationalism. Of course, you could love your country, you could love the concept of America, but nationalism makes other people the enemy. Then it becomes tribal. the in and out group. But yeah, you could be proud of the concept of America. So, so this is what happens when you're preaching the mark of the beast. This is what's happening when you're preaching the mark of the beast. They take it down and then they say you're bullying. So just like I said in the Shabbat Justice production, I said if you don't stand up for justice now, you'll be a coward later. Because for you to stand up for the Shabbat for justice, you know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, "Oh, you're a bully. You're harassing us. You hate white people. You hate this. You hate that person." No, we love all people. We believe justice for all. We believe that I don't even believe in race. I believe that God created the humankind, human beings. Yes, there are different ethnicities and languages. And remember, we talked about how the root of white supremacy racism started against, it was anti-Jewish racism. And we gave you all the sources. But if I go into it again, they're going to say, oh, I'm harassing again. But then that means the sources are harassing. Then don't publish the sources from these universities, from Oxford University. All right. So this is the video. So when I click off, it's gonna be gone, and I can't save it because they already deleted it. It's just because I haven't clicked off of this. But this is the full video. It was a 3 hour and 44-minute live stream because it was highlighting the 250th anniversary of America's independence, and we was asking the question, has America always been speaking like a dragon? And the answer is yes. And you need to know what the mark of the beast is. The mark of the beast is what? The mark of the beast is Sunday sacredness when they impose it into law. You could get the mark of the beast on your right hand by compliance, meaning you don't believe it, you don't care, but you just want to keep your job or business or food stamps. Or you can get it by your forehead, meaning you actually believe it. You've been deceived, and you actually believe it. But what both groups will be doing is bowing down to the papal system of white supremacy. The first beast is the papal system of white supremacy. The second beast is the United States of America that has been speaking like a dragon even before 1776. What will happen during the Mark of the Beast crisis, which is the imposed Sunday law by law, it will just be a culmination or climax of that. So that it is what it is. It is what it is. And we gave scripture in the Tanakh, in the New Testament. We gave scripture. We looked at it. All right. And remember, Yeshua, the anointed one of Israel, says in Matthew 5 that the purpose of life is justice, because he told us that those who hunger and thirst after justice, dikaosune, justice, he said, happy and blessed are those people. You will be filled. And those who are persecuted for the sake of justice, you will inherit the reign of Hashem, of Creator. So you could take the three angels' messages and summarize it in two different ways by three words. You could either say Yeshua our justice, or justice by trust. Justice by trust. That's the three angels' messages, the threefold messages of Revelations 14, verse 6 through 12 in a nutshell. Remember, if you do not stand up for justice now, you will get the mark of the beast later. Some people think, oh, no, it's just about the truth. Truth without justice is a lie. Truth without justice is a lie. That's why we need the truth and justice, the truth and tzedek, because the justice of God needs to be within. And that's how you will be strong enough and have courage to stand for the truth. So we'll see you next time, and we will still have our Mark of the Beast update. See you soon. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Sedek.